advice portion of our show called Ask Abby and Andy. So let's go to Abby and Andy and see who they're going to help today. Oh, kids.
Good evening and welcome back to Ask Abby and Andy, the segment where you, the viewers, write in to ask advice from us, Abby and Andy.
That's right.
Tonight's letter comes to us from a woman in Kentucky who writes, Dear Abby and Andy, my husband recently admitted to me that he sometimes fantasizes about other women when we make love. I was devastatingly hurt and humiliated. Although we've been married for 7 years, and I'm certain he's never been unfaithful to me in real life, I still can't help but feel betrayed. How can I ever make love to my husband again without wondering who he thinks he's making love to? Please, I need your advice. It's been 3 months since we've last had sex. Signed, Cross-Legged in Lexington. Well, Cross-Legged, you are in a predicament indeed. Although it may be true your husband has not been physically unfaithful, he is guilty of a far more serious transgression. He has taken advantage of your trust and has cheated on you both emotionally and spiritually. Although he has given himself to you physically, his mind and heart are elsewhere, which in my book makes him an adulterer all the same. My advice is simple. You tell this two-timing cerebral Casanova to keep his mind from wandering, or he'll be wondering what hit him on his way out. Tell him you want him all, body and soul. Andy?
Well, Cross-Legged, you have to understand. A lot of men fantasize about being with other women, and it doesn't mean anything. Sometimes I'll be making love to my girlfriend, and all of a sudden, bing, she's Cindy Crawford. And I get tired of that, pow, now she's the Budweiser chick. Sometimes I think about the woman who walks her dog on my block. Sometimes I think about the dog. It doesn't mean anything. Hey, and just remember, a lot of men think about other stuff for the woman's benefit. You know, so it will delay the inevitable. I know guys who think about baseball players just so it will last longer. Of course, some guys think about baseball players and it speeds it up, but that's a whole nother story. And 7 years you're together? Come on, that is a long time. I wouldn't be surprised if by now you haven't been a friend's wife or a high school teacher or the little girl that comes by with the cookies. Hey, I dated a woman once for a whole year. I mean, at that point, we'd done everything in the book 10 times. Took me a porno movie and a spanking to get me going. My advice to you is to get back in that bedroom and service your man. How long has it been? 3 months? Let me guess. You found him locked in the bathroom a few times over the last couple weeks. And I'll guarantee you one thing, he ain't thinking about you.
Sometimes even I am amazed at how easy it is for you to crawl out from the rock under which you live.
What?
You are telling this woman it is perfectly acceptable for her husband to use her as a receptacle for his earthly desires while he fantasizes that she's not even there?
Hold on. He's not always thinking about other women. Sometimes after he's, you know, a man has been with one lady for a long time, he'll think about anything but sex. What did I forget at the hardware store this morning? Is it time to rotate the tires? Will we be done before second half kickoff? Stuff like that.
That doesn't make it any better. When two people make love, they're supposed to be thinking about each other.
Well, that's not to say that we don't tune back in. You know, like if she makes one of those little sexy woman noises or a little move down here, or starts clawing our backs, then it's like, hello, where'd you come from? We're right back in there. How are you?
So you are saying that it is perfectly normal and acceptable behavior for couples to fantasize about other partners during lovemaking?
Absolutely.
Well, there you have it, Cross-Legged. As long as it's a two-way street, maybe both of you can benefit from a little fantasy. And I'll have to ask your ex-girlfriend Bambi who she thought about when she made love to you.
What?
Well, that's all the time we have tonight. Join us each week on Ask Abby and Andy.
Women don't operate the same way. Women have to concentrate on what they're doing. You can't... Bambi had no mind. You can't